Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today, uh, I want to talk about something that I've always, you know, I've always kind of, I always wanted to talk about it, but I never really had the opportunity, or not I don't know a lot of people who have it as well. And it's something that I was diagnosed with at a pretty young age, so I think it's important to talk about, especially now that a lot of people use it as like a quirky personality trait. And that's ADHD, man. ADHD is it's something that I see a lot of people use to try to be funny, or to try to be like, oh my god, I'm so ADHD right now. Like, that's, I hate that. I hate whenever when people do that. I think that it's really cringe, and I also think that because ADHD is not like it's not that bad. Like, I also hate people that act like it's some sort of like some sort of chronic disease, like chronic illness. Like, it's not as bad. It's like it's along the same lines as like dyslexia. Like, it just sucks to have to live with it, but like, it's not that bad. I think a lot of people exaggerate it. So what I want to talk about today is my experience with it, but also how I think it should be dealt with, because what I've seen and what I've been through with ADHD is not something that I think is good. I think that it should have been dealt with a different kind of way, and that is especially with medication. What I'm going to be talking about is medication, and how I don't believe in ADHD medication. I know that that's a sentiment that's becoming more and more common nowadays. Um, ADHD medication is essentially just drugs, and not the good kind. When if you get into a car accident or whatever, like you're given like the good drugs. They call it the good drugs. That's fine, but you can't just, like, if somebody has ADHD, like a kid at school, like I was diagnosed with it at about when I was about I think 8 or 9 years old in elementary school. um, that, like, you can't just give a child Adderall, or, well, Adderall is the one that is most commonly used to talk about ADHD medication, but there's other ones. There's Strattera. There's like a bajillion other ones. I don't know all the names of them. I know that I was on Strattera, and then I was on another one for a bit. I'm completely off all medication, and I gotta say, I feel so much better. Um, ADHD medication is really, really bad. Like, I know a lot of people say that it helps them to kind of stay concentrated, and that I'll admit that when you take, like, I have trouble reading a lot. Like, that's one of the things that I struggle the most with my ADHD is reading, because I will have, like, I'll stop concentrating, like halfway through, and then I'll forget what I just read, and then and this is not. This is also another thing. I see a lot of people compare ADHD with TikTok brain. ADHD is not TikTok brain. TikTok brain is when you're on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, and you're essentially just frying your dopamine. That's not having ADHD. That's just having a short attention span. It's not the same thing. So I see a lot of people confuse the two. It's really not. It's not the same thing. So I think that giving kids those types of medication, especially because it's like if you're a fully grown adult, like, let's say you're, like, I don't know, 26 or 27, and you take Adderall or Strattera, you're gonna feel weird. So imagine, a 10-year-old taking that, or somebody that is much more younger, and that, whose brain isn't fully developed. Imagine them taking that. Like, that's really, 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 like, crazy. It's almost dystopian to see, to be like, yeah, let's just give this child drugs because he won't sit in class. And yeah, man, I think that it's really, like, this is another thing, right? So the side effects of ADHD medication is really really fucked up because it takes away your hunger, and it also makes you unable to sleep. That's what, like, I changed. I've been on like two or three different ADHD medication, and that's like the two most common symptoms or side effects rather, is you don't eat and you're restless. It makes it even worse. And so I would highly like, and this is kind of messed up. Doctors that have been studying for 10 years, right, or over 10 years, they know all of this and they're still allowing it. And obviously, I don't expect like a doctor to go full like John Wick and start killing all the other doctors because they give, ADHD kids medication. That's not what I'm saying, but I think that there should be a huge, huge, huge look and change, and kind of like something different, because you can't keep doing that. Like, you can't keep giving these children hard fucking drugs. Like, this is not this is a it's scary, man, and it's not something that I want other kids to do, because you're taking a kid that's already confused, that already doesn't know why he's getting kicked out of class, or being called disruptive, and you're confusing him even more with these by putting him on this medication. So just I think that you should really try to find a more like a better way. And by the way, I'm not just gonna shit on how people deal with it and not give solutions. I do have a couple solutions, especially like regarding the like teaching at school. I think that focus groups, and like, kind of, you take like 10 students that are struggling, and kind of like, not isolate them, but yeah, put them in like study groups and really take the time with them, and sometimes give them like fidget toys and stuff like that. Like, those kinds of things can really help the child. Like, I have some fidget toys that help me because I can't even sometimes when I'm like watching some like a movie or a TV show or whatever, like, I have to have a fidget toy because I'm restless. I'll just keep moving, right? And so you can't just give a child nothing and expect them, because those kids are not like kids who don't have ADHD. They can't. They need that tool. They need something to help them with. So it's not enough to just be like, oh, stand in class and don't do anything. Like, that's a really flawed, and I feel like it's almost an insensitive way to look at it. Like, just don't move. Like, that's crazy to say to a kid who can't stop himself from moving. And I don't know. I feel like it's more because of the trend of it on like TikTok and Instagram. Like, I feel like it's even more misunderstood or not taken as seriously. Like, if every 2 seconds somebody's like, "Oh my God, I'm so ADHD," like, that takes away the seriousness of it. So when people talk about their struggles with it, people won't take it as seriously. It's like anything. It's like the boy who cried wolf. If every second you're like, "Oh my God, oh my God," like, eventually people are just not gonna believe you. So it's the same kind of thing with ADHD. It's like you're basically just talking about it like it's a funny thing, but it's not really. It's just annoying to deal with. And the same, like, and this is something I don't understand, right? If dyslexic kids get like computers, why can't like ADHD kids get something else? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've I've brought some fidget toys with me at school, and like the teachers were like, "No, you can't have that." But it's like, how come the dyslexic kid gets a fucking whole ass computer, and I can't even bring like a little fidget toy? Like, what kind of bullshit is this? Um, but yeah, man, I also think that with ADHD, it's something that is annoying and you'll see it in my videos. Like, because you what it is, it's your brain that's thinking too fast for the rest of your body. Your brain is thinking so fast that, like, you'll see it in my videos. I'll often repeat myself, or forget things, or I won't like enunciate or pronounce things very correctly. And even now, like it's something that I've worked a lot on. Uh, it's not just me being slow, by the way. It's just me trying to like I either go really fast or really slow. There's no in between, you know. It that's really what it is. So I do try my hardest to be careful with it, especially like sometimes I'll watch my videos back and I'll be like, oh, that was kind of bad. I should have, you know, or like I'll think I'll go too quick and that people won't understand me or whatever. But yeah, no, it's really not like it's not horrible to deal with. It's just it's like it's inconvenient. That's the word I was looking for. It's really ADHD is just really inconvenient, and it's an inconvenience to every like like yesterday, right? I was I forgot some chicken that I had bought at work, and I forgot it on Friday. On Friday I left it there, right? So on Saturday I was sick and I didn't go to work. On Sunday I was feeling a little better, so I went. And then I was like, when I left my house, I was like, okay, don't forget to bring the chicken back home. And then when the second I got to work, I like completely forgot about it. I'm very scatterbrained. That's what it does. It really makes you scatterbrained. So I completely forgot about the chicken. And then yesterday I went and it just wasn't there. I think somebody either threw it out or stole it or whatever. So like that just they at the end of the day they gave me a new chicken, but like still, that's just like I just lost chicken because of that. It's just annoying, man, and it gets to a point where you just want to be like a normal person. Like you don't want to be like a scatterbrained individual. You want to be kind of somebody who has their shit together and who has like their ideas and their like clear thoughts, you know. So yeah, man, that's like well, I feel like I'm missing every time I end these types of videos. I always like watch it back and I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot to say that. So I just want to think for a second, like because if I forget something and then I upload this, I'm not gonna do like hey guys, by the way, I forgot to say this in the video. Like I'm just gonna leave it as it is and fuck it. But no, I think oh, okay, this is something that kind of um, annoys me, right? So sometimes I'll forget a lot of stuff. I'm not somebody who has like the best of memories, and like already I don't have the best memory. So on top of having ADHD, I'm just very scatterbrained and I'll forget a lot of things. So like people will often be like, "Oh my God, how can you forget that?" Or like they think that I don't care about them just because I forget things. That's not because I don't care. It's just me, bro. It's that's just how it is. That's just how my brain is, and or like I'll often I'll often repeat things that I've already said to people. So like sometimes I'll be talking to somebody and they'll be like, "You already told me that exact story like 3 weeks ago," and I'm like, "What? I don't remember that. Like I don't remember a lot of things, and often I'll find myself like all the days merge into one. You know what I'm saying? Like all my days kind of merge into one, and I'll forget like what I said to this person or like the conversation I had with that person. Like it's just really annoying and yeah, like that's why I just write everything down. Like I have a journal. Like I have um this little calendar thing, this little journal thing that it's like I go day by day and I write everything just so I don't forget. uh, and it can be as simple as washing the dishes because then I'll forget. And most of the time, what I'll do is I'll write something down, and then I'll still forget it. Like that's the type of person that I am. I'll write shit down, and I'll still forget to do that thing that I wrote down. So yeah, man, that's pretty much ADHD in a nutshell. Uh, and if I hope this video kind of served to explain a little bit more what ADHD is if you guys weren't too sure about it, or it maybe help to be a little bit relatable to people who do have it. If you have like questions or you want to talk about anything in the comments, feel free to, because I'll probably be responding to comments. I'm not working today, so I'll be in the comments if you need me. And yeah, man, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, bye.